Oh, ladies. Ladies don't listen to the show. Gentlemen, we're joined once again for the Vault Studio podcast. I'm here with James, Arthur, and I'm also here with the guy that I'm going to beat up later.
Oh, here we fucking
George.
go.
He walks in the studio, wanted to fight me.
I've got a problem with
Yeah,
you now.
hey,
You just
yappy-
called me James Arthur. Who the fuck calls me James
fucking
Arthur?
I've been
McYapperson
calling
over
you
here,
James
talking a
Arthur
big
for the past
game.
month and a half now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
J.A. to the layman's.
James. Timothy.
It's actually Jimothy. Yeah.
Jimothy.
Hey, listen here, little doggy. You're gonna fucking bark all day. You're gonna bite. All right.
Wait, you want to fight?
Listen, you.
Yeah,
two.
I do want to
You
fight.
want to
All right.
fight?
Snipes in the chat.
I'll take control. There was some, obviously in our chat for the podcast this week, there was some snipes thrown.
I didn't say anything.
Yes, you did. George also said some things.
I agreed with everything he said.
And then, yeah, I won't get into the nitty gritty of what was said, or I won't inject that on the room. What was actually said. But George,
Wow.
George is a little upset about it.
Wow.
And Brock,
You
you owe him an
all
apology.
mates. 15 years with mates.
Brock, you owe him an apology, please.
Cat's out of the bag.
He's gonna do the Conor McGregor. He's like, I'd like to apologize for absolutely nothing.
Cat's out of the bag.
I got a haircut. I actually did get
I didn't get a haircut. No, we've got a great show this week, boys. Let's get stuck into it. James, what do we got off the bat, mate? What do we got?
Let's talk Tua. Tua
Yeah,
Tunga Vailoa.
Yeah, because we're saying he might hold out this at the other. And
Well, he wasn't training. Obviously, there was a contract on the way. He got his contract. There's somewhere about around $55 million a year.
Yeah.
It depends on how you look at it. It's like he's the sixth highest paid player in quarterback in terms of guaranteed money.
Yep.
Everyone's saying he's the highest paid player.
a lot of guarantees. I don't know. It shouldn't have been that much.
It was. I'm pretty sure. No, you're thinking of Jordan Love. Tua's contract, I believe,
It was like
is
100 million
on-
guaranteed, wasn't it?
I think it's only guaranteed the first year to
Okay.
I think it was only like 55 million guaranteed.
Okay, I might have read that wrong then. I apologise.
I know Jordan Love's was higher. But yeah, Tua got signed. Look, we discuss this every week, and if you have to look at whether you like Tua or not. That's regardless of this. The Dolphins like him.
So just it was 4 years, 212 mil, 42 at signing bonus, 167 guaranteed.
Yeah, but it's a lot of money. I told you.
No, but that's 47 straight up.
Yeah.
That he gets
So
paid.
then another
And
100
then-
million on top in guarantees.
Yes.
No, just
Yeah,
say
that's what I
100.
said.
167 guaranteed, but that 42 is part of that guaranteed money.
Yeah.
So all of it's guaranteed.
No, that 42 is included in the guaranteed money.
Yeah, but
a signing
his
bonus.
first 2 years are basically
Yes.
guaranteed. Half his contract, more. If you can include the signing bonus too, first
Yes.
3 years. Look, the alternative is you can have Gardner Minshew, which I feel like we're being
Yeah, that's what we said. Like, well, who
Really
do you
being
get?
a bit unfair to Gardner Minshew at times, but that's the alternative. You can ride that roller coaster. So if you don't think Tua's better than Gardner Minshew or Aiden O'Connell,
No,
or
that's ridiculous.
Tyler Heineke or Marcus Mariota, like all these starters that have been around the last couple of years that do nothing for your team, Sam Howell, those sorts of guys, they're your alternative. So I think keeping him's a good idea. Everyone's, he's only a product of the really good players around him, but yeah, why is that product going to change? He's still got Tyreek Hill and Waddle and A-Chain and Mostert.
That's right.
If it worked last year, what makes you think it's not going to work this year? Because he's still going to have the products around him.
Yeah.
I would say that not going with him is stupider because who knows what another quarterback's going to do.
Yeah, the only issue with Tua is the concussion stuff, which we've spoken about before. That's the only problem.
And he got through last year.
He
which was
did.
good.
He did, which was great, fantastic. Because I like Tua. I like him as a player, and I actually like him as a man. I think he's cool. I think he's a good guy.
Yeah, I think it was a good signing. I think he's proven that he can play at a high level. I think he's proven that he can be a playoff level quarterback. Is he a Mahomes or a Tom Brady or a Peyton Manning? No, but there's just not many of them. So.
He just needs to do what he needs to do. That's
Yeah.
all it really is.
Yeah.
They paid him a lot, but you have to pay quarterbacks. We've said it every fucking episode. We talk about quarterback contracts. You have to fucking pay him.
The going rate, if you've got a top 15 quarterback,
Yep.
you're paying him $50 million a year.
You reset the market every fucking chance you get.
There's
with
talks now Prescott's going to be somewhere between Jordan Love and Tua and Joe Burrow. So somewhere around the $55 million, like the Trevor Lawrence sort of deal.
Which is probably about right.
It's 100% about right.
Yeah.
This is the thing. The market's been reset. If you want a franchise quarterback, you're paying him $55 million. But I know Daniel Jones gets 40. Like $40 million looks like nothing now.
Yeah.
And
But he's also not worth 40 million. I just want to put that out
he's
there.
absolutely not. But like,
Fuck the Giants.
I'm pretty sure Gardner Minshew is getting. What's Gardner Minshew getting? Like being a backup quarterback would be or like a subpar quarterback is kind of shit because the money from starters to that, back up to maybe a starter tier is dramatic. It's dramatic.
Yeah,
drop.
it is. But also, you don't have the pressure.
That's true. Well, if some of
It's
the,
always like a good backup still getting paid like 20 million a year or 15.
yeah, 15 probably. Yeah.
That ain't fucking chicken feed, bro. Like,
Oh,
you can pay the gas bill with 15 million bucks a year, bro.
Just like I'm on 27 a year and I'm struggling.
$27. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough around here. Yeah, no, I think that was good.
Good old silver spoon Arthur over here.
Hey, you want to fight me too? Fucking hell. I thought we were friends. 15 fucking years, George.
I'll take the fucking both of you on, mate.
Gardner Minshew's on 12.5 mil.
Yeah, there you
he's,
go,
He's 29.
And he'll be the starter this year. It's,
Yeah.
it's just it's a big drop off.
But you pay quarterbacks, you reset the market, and it is what it is. It sort of fucks over the next team anyway that pays their quarterback as well. Like if you reset the market every fucking time, someone else is going to get fucking paid. And then you get your Daniel Jones fucking contracts where they reset the market and it fucks the team.
Because whenever Mahomes or Burrow or someone are out of contract, they're going to get like 80 million.
Yeah.
Surely like Mahomes is worth 80 million if Trevor Lawrence is worth 55.
You also got to remember that in 3-5 years' time,
cap will be
it's
$100
going to be
million
up another 100 million more. So, like,
It's just gonna keep
it's all like
climbing.
relative.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
the next big person to be out of contract, not excluding the old fucks like Aaron Rodgers and stuff like that, and Matt Stafford, it's actually your best mate, George, Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
He's out of contract in 2026.
He's not getting another contract. There's no way.
He'll get another contract He'll get another contract.
Someone will pay.
No, like a
It
big
won't be
contract,
massive,
like a
but someone will pay.
spastic contract like what he's got.
Nah, he won't get another one of them, I think.
But yeah, he's the next big one out of contract.
When's that? 2 years away?
2026. There's a lot of quarterbacks out of contract in 2027 and 2028. So it's going to be fucking chaos those years.
Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah, who knows what position they'll be in then.
No,
They might not even be starters by that point.
we touched on it a little bit then, but Jordan Love is now the highest paid
Yes.
QB in NFL.
Yeah. That was inevitable, wasn't it?
He's not.
He's not?
No. It's his agent is spreading that. It's actually he's not the highest paid quarterback. His yearly total. Because what was his contract?
4 years, 220 million, average out 55 million a year.
Yeah. So Mahomes on 59 million a year.
True.
Right.
So I'm not saying that you're an idiot for saying that because I heard this on a podcast today. Their agent has been going around basically telling all the media people he's the highest paid player in NFL history.
You're going to call me an idiot, but you wrote on the fucking run sheet to set me up. You fucking dog. Nah, George, we're mates now. We're fucking
No,
up
'cause
him.
I have wrote Jordan
Hey,
Love the highest paid quarterback in the NFL.
You heard them.
And
We're
you want
fuck
to know
you.
why? Because I got baited into it from media as well.
No,
Can I be devil's advocate with Jordan Love?
Sure.
Has anyone ever got this much money from playing 8 good games?
I love the man, but Joe Flacco.
Yeah. Yeah, he had a good run. And
That's a
playoff
good.
run.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah.
He did carry a fucking team for 2 years before that, but he did have a Super Bowl
Deshaun had
run.
a good season.
Deshaun at Houston before flashing his dick around was a top 5 quarterback.
But Deshaun got paid for his fucking college output too. He was a fucking.
Deshaun was so good at
Yeah,
Houston.
he was really good.
Because they were not a good team. It was him and JJ Watt.
Yeah,
Basically.
he was him.
And
He was in
Hopkins.
carrying the whole fucking franchise.
You know it's scary. You forget that DeAndre Hopkins played for the Texans.
Yeah.
Like that's where he started.
Yeah.
It's scary to think now they traded him for a second round pick
So Jordan Love played.
Trade him for this fucking half shaker of.
after 120 catches.
So
They
yeah,
traded
so
him.
Jordan Love played 16 games last year. He started for 4,000 yards, 4,159.
He had a
yards.
good couple of games at the start. He's back into the season. He looked like one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. His playoff game was obviously unbelievable.
32
Both
touchdowns.
playoff games
No.
were unbelievable.
They went into Detroit and
No, 49ers. I almost
49.
beat the
Sorry.
49ers.
Apologies. Yeah, 49.
He played all right in that game. Look, I don't have a problem with it. I'm just saying, like, and this is
a lot of fucking money.
it's a lot of money to pay a guy that you've seen 8 times. But I guess now I'm being my own devil's advocate.
Can I devil's advocate?
Yeah,
your
yeah,
devil's
go.
advocate?
Yeah.
You don't pay him. Who you paying?
No,
Who
it's
get-
the same thing.
you get
Exactly. There's no better option. My thing was going to be, if anyone knows how good he is, it's the Green Bay Packers because they get to see him every fucking day.
I just think him and LaFleur are a really good fit as well.
And we forget, like, we get to see these guys once a week or maybe some footage of them at training, like, at most. These coaches, these organizations are with them every second of every day.
Yeah.
How
we
much
don't
time do you
see
think
the
him and Matt
meetings.
LaFleur spend together a day?
A day, 3 hours. Well, there'd be training every day. There'd be meeting. 5 hours.
5 or 6 hours a day.
Yeah, something
Minimum,
like that.
they're 8-9 hour days.
Yeah, but he'd be with the OC a lot of the time.
OC
as well.
and
Yeah,
the
but
coach.
he would be in a lot of those fucking meetings.
Yeah, I think so.
Offense.
Would be.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'd say yeah.
I just think those
5
two have
hours
got
a day on
really good
average.
chemistry, really good connection.
Yep,
And
he's a good offensive coach.
Yep.
They've got young receivers.
Yep.
Again, it worked last year. His receivers are actually only going to get better. Dobbs, Watkins, I've forgotten the other guy there. They've got really good young receivers. They could easily, if one of them turns into a stud,
The
they're off.
other thing is as well, like he's shown something. He's shown that he can do it. He's shown
Passes
that
the eye test.
shown that he's got the talent, and he's shown that he can do it in the big games, in the big moments. He did it against Dallas, and they almost knocked off the fucking 49ers too. Like, so he's got it. Like because that's an intangible thing as well. You either got it or you don't. Mm-hmm. Like there's kids that do really well in college, and then like I've spoken about Hobbit Boy, he just struggling. He just struggles in the NFL. He's too small. He just doesn't have it.
Yeah.
Like, so it's clear Jordan Love's got it. They've pushed the chips in on this guy, and they're gone. He's our guy for the next 5 years. He's either going to take us to the promised land, or we're going to move on.
It's amazing the Packers have done this 3 times in a row. But
I
they've gone
don't
from
hate it.
Favre
I
to
love
Rodgers.
it for him. I
think it's
love it for
great.
the Packers.
It's why aren't more teams copying this sort of?
See, but if it doesn't fucking work, you look like a fucking idiot for wasting talent.
Well, in fairness, like the Cowboys did it in a way. They didn't draft a first round quarterback, obviously, but Romo to Prescott was like Romo got hurt.
was Rodgers first round at the end?
Yeah, 24th pick.
He fucking slipped a long way. He was meant to be a top 5 pick.
He was meant to be the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
And Alex Smith went number 1.
How about Alex Smith? Yeah.
And he's still pissed off about it, Aaron Rodgers. He's still, when he has his ayahuasca, he vomits out, fuck Alex Smith. Oh, fuck Alex Smith.
The reason he fell
Then
was
he
because
shits
a
himself.
lot of people thought that he was like really arrogant and up himself, wasn't it?
Well,
In the interviews. Well, I mean, they were proven right. Obviously.
It would add up. He can play ball, but he's fairly arrogant.
But hang on, as a thrower of the ball, there's not many better.
No, I don't. I think him, like, even people go, oh, Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning threw an awful ball.
No.
Peyton Manning won on his
Payne won
brain.
games because he could read defenses.
100%.
It had nothing to do with his arm. His arm was average at best.
I think Aaron Rodgers, from what I've seen at a large sample size, Aaron Rodgers is the best passer of the football I've ever seen.
Yep.
Personally.
I would agree with
I've never seen a guy make as many throws as he can make.
Yep.
That's just how I feel. Now, is he the best quarterback ever? No, there's few in front of him, but he's, in terms of pure passer, he's unbelievable. Did you see Aaron Rodgers' interview when he said,
I did see this.
Hey, Jordan, don't spend your money all at once, but if you want to, my house is still up for sale.
What a guy.
So good.
What a guy.
But he was rap for
I'm
him.
sorry. For
time.
me, Aaron Rodgers, he's impossible not to like. I fucking
Every
love
time I
him,
want to
bro.
fucking hate him,
Yeah.
he sucks me back in.
You know
I
what it
might
is?
have the Jets winning the fucking AFC now.
He's got
Something
Aaron,
like that.
Aaron Rodgers has an aura about him.
He does. He's got aura,
He's
bro.
got an aura.
He does. It's all that ayahuasca, bro.
That's a real young person word for you, that aura.
I'm fucking lit, fam.
Hey,
So-
you got some aura.
Stay free, car.
You got some aura.
I got some aura about me. Yeah. Yeah, and it's not through my sexual physique. I promise you that much. I've got a male aura. Males find I have an aura. Females, not so much. They're like, you're gross. Get out of our shower.
What are you doing in there?
Get out of our change room.
Hey, you behind the bushes.
Hey, you behind the bushes.
I was going to say, get out of our shower. That was my wife's words this morning. Get out of it now. I didn't invite you in. You're not welcome. It's like, yep, cool. Now the romance still well and truly alive in this old house.
So tick on Jordan Love.
Yeah,
Tick on
I
tour?
think so. Again, what are you fucking meant to do?
Yeah, what do you do?
What are you meant to do? I think they're your options. They've both been productive last season. Tua led the league in passing yards. Jordan Love, again, his runs on the board late in the season were pretty unbelievable. You're a young offense with a great offensive head coach.
They're definitely a team building. They're definitely on the up too. I think it's the right time to do it, man. I think they've ticked
They're
the
not
boxes.
paying a lot of other guys.
Yeah.
They had to pay him big for long because it's just not going to happen. He's not going to take a 2-year deal, 3-year deal of like sort of
100% agree.
3/4 of the money.
And in fairness to him, he took a 2-year deal a couple of years ago when his
When he was a
contract ran out.
third year.
Yes,
No,
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
He took a 2-year extension instead of taking
So he already
the
took
team option.
He
after
already
his
took
fourth.
the prove it deal. He was already like, "Hey, you're going to be the guy in a couple
Prove
of
it.
years."
He won a playoff game and
So
nearly won another one.
We'll give you a couple more years, and then he's proved that he earns that money.
That-
He's
that-
done more than Trevor fucking Lawrence.
It's fair. That was his true rookie year. It was a great fucking rookie year
100%.
because
Yeah,
I don't count his
starting the whole year. You mean?
I don't
Like,
count
yeah.
his not even that. I don't count his fucking first 3 years. He had 21 passing attempts.
Again, you've got to count the time in the building.
No, I count that. I don't count the actual playing time.
No, the playing time's fair, but you got to count being in a building with Aaron Rodgers, Michael,
Yes.
sitting there without any pressure on you, just learning. And obviously,
Obviously, that's invaluable.
he's done the right thing. He's obviously learned a bunch. Because when he started, it was like...
You can tell he's a smart kid, too. Like,
it
he's
was
not a fucking idiot. Like,
shit,
the kid's
this-
smart.
This dude knows how to play. Like, he's obviously not been sitting in those meetings being like, I'm never going to have to play.
Yeah.
This is great.
He's not scrolling TikTok.
He's just been
listening,
waiting,
yeah.
preparing himself. And then to have that mental ability to be like...
When my
he would have known.
my time comes, I'm going to take it.
He would have known
yeah.
or thought he was talented, right? To sit there behind Rodgers and be like, in his third year, he could have been like, "Nah, fuck you guys. You said you were going to trade Aaron Rodgers off Tuesday. I want out. Trade me out." He hasn't. You've never heard a peep out of him.
Yep.
And the fact that he was this good, and maybe he didn't know, but he's sitting behind Rodgers. Like if he knew what he knew now, how good he was going to be, teams would have been banging down the door
Yeah,
to
they
get him
would've.
3 years
That's right.
ago.
They would have.
But who knows? They didn't.
Yeah.
And the Green Bay Packers just didn't play him much. Notice they never talked him up, never talked about how good he was.
Yep.
If you think back now in hindsight, they've never promoted him enough for teams to be like,
Hang on a minute.
let's go get Jordan Love.
Do we need to look at this kid or yeah.
They've just no one's ever been like, we want Jordan Love.
So
from him.
what are you saying? Internally, they knew they had their guy,
I think
or
internally they were like, you're going to be the man here. It might
Just
take 4 or
wait your
5
turn.
years,
Yeah.
but then you're gonna, and then it's almost a reward now with like, you know what? You held on for us. You played one good season. Here's your
your
fucking money.
Yeah.
We owe you now.
because they know something that we don't already,
Yeah.
which is like he's their guy kind of thing. Yeah.
So very interesting. But
I'm wrapped for him, and I hope he continues on this trajectory and becomes a top 5 QB, which I think he's got the talent to do it.
100%. But yeah, I think tick for me.
That 2020 fucking draft class he came out of,
Go on.
QB wide, fucking very talented. In the first round, Joe Burrow.
Mm-hmm.
Then it goes Tua, then Herbert, and then who was the fourth before it? And then Jordan Love.
Yep.
Is the fourth quarterback taken in that first round.
Was Jordan Love in Burrow's draft?
Yep.
Fuck, it's wild to think that.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
actually shook me a little bit.
Yeah.
I did not think they'd been around the same amount of time.
Same as CD as well.
Yep.
Justin Jefferson.
Oh, CeeDee Lamb, Henry Ruggs, Judy,
Chase Young as well.
Chase Young went 2, didn't he?
Yeah, because that was the big thing about that draft. Aaron Rodgers wanted a fucking playmaker to actually be able to throw to, and they
Yeah.
fucking took a quarterback. The
Fun
first
fact, Jay Jettas went after Jordan Love.
no,
Didn't he go 27? No, 18.
Justin Jefferson went 22,
22.
Jordan Love
Love
went
24.
26.
26, was he?
Brendan Ayuk went before him.
Oh, okay.
But that's the thing. It was the first time Packers have picked a skill player in the first round for X amount of years, and they picked the fucking backup and the successor of fucking Aaron Rodgers. Their fucking draft, their system.
And they did the same thing with Rodgers. With
Rodgers.
Favre was there.
Yeah. Drafted him out of Cal and just said,
Like
sit
I
for
was
2
the
years.
first person to say. Now, you can look at this 2 ways. If they'd taken a playmaker in that draft, would have Aaron Rodgers won them a Super Bowl? We'll never know. But they've secured their future and they've opened their Super Bowl window or playoff window. I don't like saying Super Bowl window. I think every team's goal should be to make the playoffs. And once you're in the playoffs, you've got a fucking chance.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
you've got a chance. You're there.
I,
You're in the
I
dance.
hate teams being like, our Super Bowl window's open. It's too fucking hard with 32 teams when one team can win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
If that's your only goal, the chances are you're going to be fucking disappointed. Because
Hey,
it's very, very hard.
They're fucking hard to win.
Exactly. So my thing is, like, if you're the Packers are now with Jordan Love and signing him, they're in a playoff team window now. They are every year.
They
We're going to
already
be
are a
like,
playoff team.
Yeah, they're going to be like they're either winning the division or wild carding. That's where they're at now.
They have to make, for the next 4 years, they have to make playoffs.
Yeah, that's their pass card, and I think they will because
Yeah,
I don't
it'll
like.
be-
I think Minnesota will be shit. I think the Bears.
It'll be
We'll
them.
see how old
It'll be them
Zesty
in
Williams
Detroit.
goes.
It'll be them in Detroit battling.
But then
it out.
Detroit, like, I'll paint you a picture.
Ooh.
Would you be shocked if Jared Goff is shit this year?
No, because I think the system is suited perfectly for him.
Oh, so you would be shocked if he was shit?
Yes, I would be shocked. Yeah.
Because you remember he had a couple of good years in LA, and then was dreadful and got
Yep.
traded. Like people forget he was traded.
No, that offense fell off a cliff.
Yeah.
That offense fell off a cliff because it was based around Todd
It was
Gurley.
around Gurley, yeah.
It was
Okay,
based around
so
Todd Gurley, and then
Brock's
his
right. Brock's
knees
right.
fucking went to shit.
Brock's right.
Okay, so what's the Detroit Lions offense based around? Running the ball, right?
Gibbs,
running-
Amari St. Brown,
Run the ball and
Hutchison's. Who's their tight end they picked up?
Laporta.
Laporta.
Good. He makes good reads and he makes accurate throws.
I'm just saying, would it shock you if this year he struggled for some reason? Like, I don't think the Lions. I have this theory that the Lions.
I would be shocked,
They
yes.
missed their chance last year.
See, I wouldn't be
I
shocked.
think last year was their chance to win a Super
I wouldn't
Bowl.
say he would struggle, more just regress.
Yeah, I'm not saying he'll be. Yeah, shit's probably an unfair word, but are you saying a world where he's not as good as he was last year?
I somewhat expect him to regress a little bit.
Yeah, like he was pretty amazing last
He
year.
was
Like,
MVP
it's hard to-
candidate for a
Who would
lot
you
of
be
that
more
year.
shocked that played out of two guys in NFC to play at the level they played at last year? Who would shock you more if they were nowhere near it this year out of Goff or Prescott?
Prescott.
That would shock you more?
Yeah.
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 That's what I mean. Like, I think Goff has his flaws, and everything went perfectly last year. He relied on a strong offensive line, great running game, David Montgomery.
Which they
Jimmy
still
Gibbs.
have.
It's very fickle. Offensive lines are very fickle. They're very up and down. You don't have them for long. Penei Sewell's obviously been there for a long time. Decker's now 31 years old. Their left tackle. Like, shit starts getting hard when you get over
it does.
30.
It does. Of course it does.
Ragnow, I think, is 28. Their guard or center. Like, they lost Jonah Jackson in the offseason. It starts to get harder to pay guys and keep guys around. They're defensively not very good.
No.
they've got some
And
talent.
the secondary is not great
They've got
either.
Hutchinson, Branch is decent. The Jack Campbell, the middle linebacker, who didn't have a great rookie year. It was okay, and it's, I'll give him. He wasn't to the point. He wasn't like Bryce Young, like fuck, this guy's awful.
This guy's awful,
But he
yeah.
wasn't amazing last year as a middle linebacker. He still started every game, which is a good feat. But all I'm saying is their defense could drop off, and all of a sudden, then the pressure's on Goff again to score heaps. I don't know. It just wouldn't surprise me. I think the Lions had their chance last year and they missed it. Being up 24 points at halftime to the 49ers, that was their chance because I think they beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I truly believe that,
Yeah, right.
and I think they missed their chance. I'm not saying they won't be a playoff team. I'll still probably predict them to win the division, but I'm wary of them.
It's hard to get, like, even Dan Campbell said it. It's hard, it's going to be really hard to get back here.
They had a chance.
Yeah.
They were there and they lost it to a really good 49ers team, but like that was their opportunity.
Well, I'm going to hit you with a great segue here then, J.A.
Yeah, talk to me.
We have a question from our fucking fans.
Oh, give me up.
I love
Christian
this.
Jones Duggan, you're a fucking legend.
I love
mate.
this. I want more of this. I want questions galore. Send them in.
Saw him training Thursday.
Big dog.
Good to have you back at the club, mate.
Big dog
Great
barking.
having you back.
You guys been training? Fuck.
He was training, yeah. Where were you, James? Fucking cunt.
Whoa.
Hey, I'm a vet.
Snipes in the
No.
If you played over 150 games, you get the first 2 weeks off. That's the rules. And I'm coming Thursday, so I'm coming fucking early. I'm reporting early to camp. Fuck me, the things I do for this club. Fuck, I'm in the heart and soul of that team.
What do you do?
In the heart and soul of that team for almost 2 decades. And this is how they treat me.
Wow.
Missed the first 2 games. That's fucking send me.
I'm
All
a
right,
vet.
let's get into his question. Too close to the season for potential moves and what so? Want to know the boys' hot takes on playoff surprise. Not the teams that are sure things, not the teams teetering on playoffs, but the bottom 10 teams that you can chuck a cheeky 5 on.
Like a Texans last year.
Let me fucking finish the
Sorry,
question.
my mistake. I was excited.
But the bottom 10 teams that you can chuck a cheeky 5 on because the NFL gods are whispering in your ear. On the reverse, what are surefire, consistent playoff teams shits the bed.
A cheeky fiver on a bottom to Atlanta for sure to make the playoffs.
See, I don't think they're a bottom 5. They were a game out of making the playoffs last year. I think they were...
Bottom 10. He said a bottom 10 team.
Bottom 10 teams. So
I don't reckon they were a bottom 10 team last year with Atlanta.
Atlanta Falcons.
Or and another one to jump up and make the playoffs. Arizona.
In their conference,
Arizona.
they were
Tough division, though.
the fifth.
I think if Kyler plays 17 games, 18 games. Sorry, they'll make the playoffs.
Who are the top 10? Do you have the bottom 10 teams?
So for the overall offense or for
No, just by
by
winning percentage.
Win percentage, yeah. Can you do that on your fancy little iPad?
Fancy. Look, I love how we've upgraded the tech here. We've got the couch, we've got tech, we've got the new streaming.
let's
We're moving
go.
up.
So
Big fan of him.
Carolina Panthers, Washington Commanders, Arizona Cardinals, New England Patriots, Los Angeles Chargers, New York Giants, Tennessee Titans, Minnesota Vikings, Chicago Bears, and I think Falcons are 11th.
Right. Okay. So we can't put the Falcons in. Chargers for sure. Cardinals for sure.
Yeah,
Chuck it
I'm with you on that. I like the Cardinals.
You got to look at teams with like. I won't take the pussy
'Cause
option
you know
and
what?
go with the only two teams with good quarterbacks.
Yes, that's right. They've got good quarterbacks. Exactly.
I'll
That was a
write you
pussy
a,
option, by the way. That's
I'll-
a smart option. Fuck yeah.
I'll write you a script.
Oh, here we go.
I can see the Tennessee Titans doing it too.
Fuck off. They will be awful.
No,
Shut the fuck up.
I don't
I've
see
been
it
watching.
being good.
I've been watching tape.
You've been
of
watching-
Will Levis all day, and I don't know if you can play football or not. But I've been watching tape of him all day.
He can fucking sling that dick though.
Well, we don't know. It's very short. It was a short story.
Hey, can you blame him?
Not that I'm judging.
Was it a vine?
What's it? Shout out
It's
to
like
Ryan.
it's like, hey, Will, you know, like Reddit videos can go longer than a minute.
Wow. Hey,
Anyway,
just let the man enjoy himself, for God's sake.
he had a good time. So did I. So
Shout out Gia Diddy.
I'm not.
Shout
I'm
out
not
to
a fan
Gia.
of the Titans. No, the
Nah.
team that I think, and this is, that could raw dog their way up the list, and I'll explain to you why. Is the I refuse to call them the Commanders, the Washington Redskins.
Watching the football team.
No, Washington Redskins, because the traditional people want them to change it
Our
back
views
to that
don't
name
relate.
out of respect. So I'm going to call them that. No, Washington Commanders. They have a young quarterback, Jaden Daniels.
Yes.
If he's good, your team instantly changes.
That's a largish if.
Is it a large if? He was a top 3 pick. It's as big an if as anyone else. Like, what if he CJ Stroud's it?
It's a good point.
We don't know.
What if you Bryce Young's it?
But what if Bryce?
That's
What if
the other
Bryce?
side. But
Bryce-
hear me out.
I'm on Bryce Young.
They've got scary Terry McLaurin, really good receiver.
Yep.
Dotson, really good receiver. Is it Dotson? Who's the guy they took last year? In
They've
the
got a
first
solid.
round?
They've got a solid roster. Even last year, they weren't an easy beat.
They've
They
got
would still
decent-
come and
yeah,
play
decent
hard.
line.
It is Dotson.
Dotson. They've got good defensive line with Allen and Payne. They've got the middle linebacker, who I've forgotten his name, first round pick a couple of years ago. I think it's Allen, who's really good. Taylor, maybe. Mac Little Mike, 55, stud.
Jonathan Allen.
That's the D tackle. They've got decent players. They took Emmanuel Forbes in the first round last year early. He had a bad rookie year at corner. Corner's fucking hard to play. He can easily turn into a good player. I've seen Trayvon Diggs get burned for an entire season. The next year he was the best corner in football and broke the record for interceptions.
True.
So it can happen. That's what I'm saying. They've got pieces on that team that could be really good. Now, not a lot. That's why they were a bottom 2 team, the second worst team last year. But
That's a big jump to go from bottom 2 to playoffs.
What were the Texans? I reckon the Texans they had the number 2 pick. They got CJ Stroud. So they were the second worst team in the league.
Didn't they trade for that?
No.
The Panthers traded for the
Panthers
Bears.
traded to the Bears. They
Yes.
had the number 2 pick.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's a good point.
That's a fair.
I'm just
That's
saying.
fair, that's
I
fair.
think they've got some pieces that could do it for a cheeky 5 that you're not worried about. Yeah.
I'm putting my fiver on Arizona before I put them on
Also,
Washington.
what scares me with Arizona, I agree with you, Arizona, that they could be a good team. The other thing Washington have, division. Cowboys could fucking fall apart.
They
this
will.
season.
They will, and they're going to be my pick.
Eagles
Yep.
could fucking fall
And they were
apart
going to be
this
my other
season
pick as well. By the way,
because of Sirianni.
Yep.
Giants, I don't think will be any good.
No, they're terrible.
There's a chance by end of the season, the Washington are the most sound team. Dan Quinn, good defensive coordinator. You tell me that defense is going to be better under Dan Quinn? Everywhere he goes to coordinate teams, they're good defenses. Now, I know the end of the Dallas regime didn't work out, but that's not all on him. Some of it's on him. That's not all on him.
He's a fucking top notch DC. There's no argument here.
They could
on
be a
that.
top 10 defense with some of the guys they've got.
Okay, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I just think Jaden Daniels is a big.
He's the wild card,
that's a
as
big
all
if.
rookies are.
That's a big if.
But I said, I think if we'd had this conversation, and I don't know what the conversation was, if we had this conversation around CJ, I imagine none of us thought the Texans were going to be good last year. Remembering,
Yeah.
I think we're all saying they'll be bottom 10 team for sure.
Sure.
So someone's going to jump. Someone's going to jump next year. It'll be one of them.
What is it? 6 teams stay in. The rest
Six
drop out.
teams change in the
6
in the
teams drop
playoffs.
out, yes.
Yeah, normally there's 6 new teams in the playoffs every year on average, which is pretty wild to think of. That's half the playoff teams.
Yeah. Well,
So-
yeah.
Also, something I want to bring up to you, George.
Oh god. Oh, here we go.
4-string running back Rashid Penny
Yeah.
from the
Is he still in the fucking NFL?
Wow.
Philadelphia Eagles.
What's he done?
He's come out with, everybody knows when I'm healthy, I'm probably a top running back in this league.
Okay, that's look.
I'm not sure
James-
if this is
James,
a JA.
James has left the podcast.
I thought he was going to Ray Lewis someone then. He grabbed the helmet. This is what I think. I'm not sure if this is like what JA wants to do and just clickbait and make fucking headlines to get fucking views and stuff. But can these fucking teams control their fucking running backs? Because J.K. Dobbins said today, When he's healthy, he's one of the best running backs in the league. He just needs more touches.
He's more believable than
No. He averages injury every 25 touches, J.K. Dobbins.
Wow, that's
one for you.
That's damning.
And I love J.K.
He just ain't built for it. Is he in Seattle now? Where is he?
No, he's gone to... It'll come to me. I remember seeing it. Chargers.
Correct.
He's with the Chargers.
Look,
Yep.
things like this, you have to understand that these guys, where they grew up and where they played high school and even in college, these guys were the man.
Yep.
They were the man everywhere they went. So they've grown up with that mentality. They believe it to be true, and to a large extent, to make it to the NFL, you need to believe it to be true. Otherwise, you won't make it.
I'm with you on that. Yes.
So I understand the mindset. I understand the mentality. I understand as an internal dialogue, saying that to yourself, like, all I got to do is get my body healthy, and I can, and I will be a top back in the league. Maybe just don't say it to a bunch of reporters.
Can we just control the fucking
That's it.
locker room
Just say it to yourself,
so this shit doesn't get
to
out?
your family, or even to close teammates. Say, hey, like, you know, like, I'm feeling
Say
really
it
good
in
this
the
season.
mirror for all I care.
Yeah,
Say it 6 inches from the
What's
mirror.
his name again?
Rashid Penny.
Rashid Penny. He was a first round pick.
Yeah, there you go.
He was in
But
the same draft as Sonny Michel,
This is
who's a Super Bowl winner and retired.
why I
Played with Stetson Bennett in college and won a Super Bowl and retired before Stetson Bennett got drafted.
Shout out.
I don't know how that's possible.
I love it.
But you get my point. You get my point.
I
though,
get
right?
your point. But I think this is why the Eagles are going to be fucking dog shit this year. Because shit likes coming out of these.
Can we
before the first game.
segue back to the question? And he was asking for teams that were playoff teams that are going to fucking shit the bed.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think number one is going to be the Philly Eagles, and number two is going to be the Cowboys.
I think one of them will definitely fall apart this season.
And I'm
don't know which
telling you now, it's going to be the Eagles.
You think you're more confident in the Eagles?
100%.
I just think that
The limp dick way that we fucking fell off a cliff at the end of the season, and all we've done, we've gotten worse. We've all in terms of our leadership. Maybe not on paper, we might be better.
well, you got Saquon.
Leadership wise, we've sucked. We've gone backwards.
Jalen Hurts can't be productive with those players around him. Dallas Goedert, AJ Brown, Devonta Smith,
and
Saquon Barkley, and a good offensive line. I know Jason Kelsey's left, but it's still a good
So
offensive
we lost
line.
Kelsey
It's
and,
still
and the young boys. The young boys in
it's-
what's his name again? The young boy at
Dickerson.
center. No.
No, they
Dickerson's
drafted
guard.
him last year. I can't remember. But they've got a top 5 O-line still, you'd think. Top 10 if you want to argue.
Yeah, but we've lost a lot of leaders, bro. We've lost Kelsey and we've lost Cox. Two strong character leaders. That's not good for the locker room. Okay, on field their play might have been diminishing because they were getting old, but they're still leaders in the locker room, holding things together. That's what we
Kelsey was
need.
an All-Pro last year still.
Like, you only further proving my point.
Yeah.
Right, like,
That's because he got fucked in the ass multiple times in the tush push.
amen.
I
He-
guarantee
they-
you,
he deserved
whoever's
one.
playing centre this year, he ain't going to be cool with the tush push.
No.
Yeah.
Because if I'm a young player, I'm like, no way.
The only reason they
Sorry, find someone else to do this.
didn't it come out that the only reason they're doing it, they did it was because Kelsey was so good at it. Like,
Yeah, and he didn't care. He was like, my career's almost over. This is going to win us a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'll just
that
do
was
it.
his whole mindset. It's like, this might win us a Super Bowl, so I'm
fair.
going to do it.
That's fair.
I don't think a young guy in his second season's going to be like, yeah, cool, ruin me before I get to my next contract.
Yeah,
Don't
and
think
that's
so.
fair, and that's also fair.
Yeah.
On their roster at the moment is Matt Hennessy, Cam Jurgens,
Cam Jurgens, he's the center. Yep.
It's
or
huge.
Dylan McMahon.
No, Cam Jurgens, he's
Cam Jones is huge. He's a big dude.
he's a big dude.
191,
He'll be good.
137 kgs.
He'll be good. He'll be a good center. Like,
yeah,
he'll be
yeah,
good.
you won't be
I'm-
able to do
I'm-
what Kelsey does.
But all I'm saying is about the leadership.
Yeah,
in the room.
yeah.
And that's what we've spoken about this with Sirianni and all that. That's what we've been lacking: strong leaders in the locker room.
yeah, 100%.
And that's why we're going to fall off a cliff.
I think another one you could look at as well, falling off a cliff. Obviously, Baltimore. You know, it's going to be hard for Lamar to be a running back again. You know, it's not often you win a third MVP as a running back.
Oh, no, he's going to leave.
That's
No,
gonna-
okay. Oi, we're not fighting. You two are fighting now.
What about? I don't think any other AFC teams that could really drop off. No, I'm good. I was just trying to. The Ravens are the first one I thought of. Who else was a high seed last year? There's Chiefs, Ravens. I hope the Steelers fall off from whatever the fuck they
The
are.
Miami Dolphins.
The Miami Dolphins are a good chance to fall off because Tyreek Hill looks more concerned about knocking up women than playing football.
Or the Pittsburgh Steelers, I could see doing it as well.
Is there a chance we get the Pittsburgh Steelers just bottom out? I think the Pittsburgh Steelers will be better this year. I think with Fields or Wilson, they're actually a much better team.
I agree.
They're going to be
Yeah.
strong defensively.
I can see him going to shit.
They're better on the offensive line this year. I think they've improved a lot.
They'll have a winning record again because that's what they do.
No, he doesn't have a losing record. Never loses. He can't finish. He can't finish. This is back in the day. You could go 8-8.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
You young whippersnappers wouldn't know about that. I mean, like the listeners, obviously not you, George. Definitely not you, George.
Fuck you,
You
bro.
look great for your age, but you're old
you,
as
bro.
fuck, boy.
I'm a fucking machine, bro. What you got?
I didn't say you weren't. I just said you're older.
So yeah, that's a brilliant question, by the way. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks
And
to,
please send more of those because
TDJ.
I love that. It's good talking points.
I think I'm trying to think if there's any more top teams that could drop off. Like, another bottom 10 team that could be really good. I don't know if they were quite bottom 10. The Jets. Like, if Rodgers is good, the Jets are on. And from all reports, he's looked fantastic at training. I know it's training camp, but from all reports, him and Kirk Cousins have looked fantastic in
Yeah,
training
and
camp.
I'm telling you, Atlanta's going to be real good. Atlanta's going to be real good. They're going to win that division easily.
If I have a prediction for someone to put some money on a breakout dude, get on Kyle Pitts. I really feel like Kyle Pitts it's his year. I just
Bijan for Opoy.
will they run it enough?
Yeah, and it'll be nice little dumps out of the backfield.
Yeah,
Nice
you get a lot
yak.
of
Nice yak.
McCaffrey sort of shit
Yeah.
in Carolina. Yeah. I don't mind that. Any other? Was that the other question?
That was our only question, yeah.
Please bring more in. Thank you.
He does want us to know how we will rebuild a fucking team like the New Orleans Saints, but we'll save that for the offseason when we can actually do some drafting.
Well, we had to plan to in the off season be the GM, so let's we'll save that for the off season for sure. Brocky, what's this YYY business you want to talk about?
Oh,
Here we go. So I got a YYY. That's every NFL fucking team. Like, I love the alternative helmets. I love them. I really like the
he's got
Ravens.
real beef with the uniforms.
Hates uniforms.
Yeah.
And
I
humans.
don't want to be uniform.
Let me guess, something to do with the colour. Be right upset about it. Come on, spit it out.
I love the Ravens fucking helmet in the purple.
Yeah.
Yep. I hate how every fucking team wants to have an all-white uniform, all-white helmet, and they want to copy the fucking sort of Cincinnati Bengals. But no, they don't play in them. They don't play in those white helmets.
No, they don't.
The Jags are the next team to have an all-white fucking uniform. You have the best color scheme in the fucking game. The Jacksonville Jags.
Yeah, the turquoise.
The turquoise and the fucking yellow.
Or is it teal?
It's turquoise.
Turquoise?
Yep.
I'm rolling with turquoise.
It's
Fuck
turquoise.
yeah.
Turquoise.
Okay, great.
And now they're going with a whole white uniform, all white helmet. Just stop fucking changing shit and just stick with what fucking works.
I love the
Stick-
passion.
Stick with your colors.
Why are you so mad about this?
I feel.
Talk to
I
us.
feel.
I don't know why it does to me.
Hold on.
I-
Let me get in my psychologist.
Get real comfy for me.
Why are
in
you
your
so
cuck
mad
chair?
at
You need a pipe. Get a pipe to smoke, dude.
What I think it
Plenty
is.
of pipes in here.
Hey,
What I really think it is, I'm fucking over social media, just fucking talking up how good everything fucking is. It looks the exact same as every other fucking uniform.
yeah, but it
that
gets
comes
clicks and this and that. Like, and also at the end of the day, it's also a money making thing. It's a money
I
spinner.
get that.
There's more merchandise, more shirts, more fucking sales.
St Kilda
more
Football
money.
Club changed their jumper every fucking years for 15 years straight just to sell a new fucking
So
jumper.
they're just trying to find a winning
And,
recipe.
and also, St Kilda are a nothing club and have been for a very long time. So
Don't
what
start
does that
George
tell you?
on St Kilda. He's not a big fan of St Kilda.
I hate them.
I thought he was a massive Saints fan.
Yeah.
Him and Essendon as well. I thought he
Hey,
loved
no,
Essendon.
well, Essendon, whatever. They're
This is the
they're
NFL
scum,
podcast.
yeah.
There's-
I don't hate Essendon, and we'll talk about this off the show, but I don't, as a Carlton supporter, for some reason I don't hate
No, I
Essendon.
don't hate
I feel
Essendon.
sorry for him.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think it's been really, I
it's
feel
been a
sorry
hard
for
road.
Essendon supporters.
Yeah, so that's why.
Why?
I'm sick of it.
The reason why is money.
money.
That's the answer to your
No,
question.
but they don't
is-
sell the
is this-
helmets.
sorry, let me rephrase this. Do you want a solution to this question, or do you want us to just understand and help you?
or you just want to win.
Why are you treating me like Sophie right now? Don't do
I'm
this
just
to me.
trying to understand.
I just want to complain.
Okay.
Because you can't buy these fucking
You know what,
helmets.
babe?
Brock your work
feelings-
wife? Is Brock
your
your work
feelings
wife?
are so legit,
You
and if
can't-
you want to feel this, you can feel this.
You
Fuck their
can't buy
white
these helmets, so you can't say
Fuck
it's
'em.
money making.
100%. You can't buy them. Fuck them.
So it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Don't Sophie me. Fuck
I'm
you.
so on your
Let's
side
go.
right now. Do you want to fuck? I mean, what? Sorry, I just.
Is that
I got
your
right into
segue? Is that what? Does that? And how often does that work? by the way?
James,
somewhere
you know,
between now and
preseason starts this Friday.
How good's that?
Yes.
Hall of Fame game.
Yeah, that's
Who's
cool.
playing, James? Who is it?
It's Bears. Someone you said it before.
I did say that. So I forgot. That's what I was asking you.
It's Bears v someone. The Bears are the only good part. I just put together a few things to look out for.
Cool.
For the preseason.
Please.
Guys, if you're watching preseason football, you need to understand.
Bears Texans.
Bears Texans, sorry.
Cool.
You need to understand that the starters won't play for long, if at all. A lot of, like, Stroud, I'd be shocked if he plays any preseason game but the second preseason game. There's 3 preseason games now.
He'll play the third.
The Hall of Fame game, which is this Friday, they're the only teams that will play 4 preseason games.
Yep.
Just understand that. What you want to look for, if you want to enjoy preseason more, pick a couple of players that are maybe second string defensive ends, backup running backs. Like last year watching the Cowboys in preseason, I really wanted to see what Ricky Dowdle could do. And the little short running back, who I've forgotten his name now, Deuce Vaughn.
Yep.
Yes.
They're the guys. So I kind of went, I want to see what they're going to play a lot in the preseason.
Keita Mitchell.
I made that. These are the guys I want to watch and then assess how they can contribute, not being starters. So a bit of a list of guys to look for. I really want to see. I don't know how much preseason he'll play, obviously, but I want to see if Aaron Rodgers. I want to see it in the flesh. I want to see him moving and see how he looks, even if it's 3 plays. And he runs a couple of boots. I just want to see what he's moving around.
That's all he played so far.
That's his whole Jets career. If he plays 6 plays in preseason, he doubles his Jets career output.
Wow.
Oh, he did play a Jets game. He did play a preseason game.
He did, yes.
Because he threw under Wilson and everyone fucking was talking shit about
Nah,
it.
I think
I'm off social media.
I got a sneaky feeling Roz is going to be real good this year.
Yeah, I got a feeling about it too. And it's fucking scary.
We did this
because
fucking last year,
I know,
boys.
he's got us all again.
We got sucked
He
in
sucked
last
us all
year
in
to
again.
the
I can't help it.
Rodgers
I can't help. I love him. He's just so. He's just got that Cali.
For a
cool
guy
vibe
who's
about him. I
such
love
a
him.
fucking asshole and an arrogant prick, and he's someone that I shouldn't like. My person, like, I hate dudes like him.
It's impossible.
But I love him.
Impossible to hate.
Everything he does, I'm just
love
like, he wins me back every time he opens his mouth. I'm just like,
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I mean,
Even that line to Jordan Love about buying his house, such a wanky line, but it's so funny, bro.
so funny, so funny. Another guy to look out for.
Put him on the hate list.
No, he really likes
he's
him.
indifferent.
Jaden Daniels, I'm interested to see from Washington.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
2 reasons.
Yeah, he touched on it before,
Again, he
yeah.
won't. I think he'll play a little bit, but not a lot. I want to see how he moves, whether he looks small. A lot of little quarterbacks,
What's his height
athletic quarterbacks. I think he's 6'3".
I want to see.
That's not small.
No, well, like I think he's almost the same build as Lamar,
Okay.
but like I want to more like light. He looks light. He's kind of a skinny kid. I want to see how he handles being around the full-grown men of the NFL. Basically, that's all I want to see from him.
Sure.
Caleb Williams, I want to see him for a different reason. I want to see how many dicks he can suck by halftime in his first preseason game.
Very zesty.
Because he's zesty as all. And not that there's anything wrong with being
6'4",
with sucking some dick, but
The
he
Bears.
is zesty as all fuck. How big is he?
Who?
Jaden.
Jaden Daniels is 6'4", 95 kg.
6'4".
6'4".
6'4" and 95 kgs isn't big though.
That's fucking tiny. No, that's
6'4". Like how tall are you? 6'5"?
6'5", I'm 105.
Yeah. So if you, but you're also
you're
he's
must.
probably
He's a quarterback.
He's
Yeah, okay.
skinny.
But he
Same.
should
He's
still
skinny.
he's still be bigger
Yeah.
than that.
Yes. Anyway, Caleb Williams. Let's see how many dudes he can take to pound down by halftime of the game.
Prediction: What do you reckon his color of his nails will be this week?
Shut the fuck up.
Bears orange, whatever that like orange of the
Ooh,
sea. is.
yeah.
I think that color.
Yeah,
I think
nice.
he'll really zest it up.
Fucking hell.
I reckon he might have some
I
blue in there
also
too.
don't think he'll play this. He won't
won't
play
play.
the Hall of Fame game.
Surely not. There's no way they're going to roll him out.
no
there for that.
starters play the Hall of Fame. The only benefit of the Hall of Fame game is that you don't have to make cuts yet, so you can play like your 100th guys on your roster,
Yep.
which is outrageous. Another guy I'm looking forward to, Drake May, again, rookie quarterback.
Yep.
He's one I didn't see a lot of him. Everyone knows by now I don't watch a ton of college football. I watched a little bit. Drake May wasn't one of the top teams in college, so I didn't see him much
Yep.
at all. I'm interested to see just what he looks like, how he slings it. Again,
Can I put one out there? I want to
Yeah,
see. I
yeah,
want to see
talk
that big receiver for Arizona,
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh, I think he's going to be so fucking good. I think he's just going to come in and just like
You reckon he's gonna be like Justin Jefferson sort of rookie year?
100%.
Well, there's almost one receiver every year.
Kyler's like this.
Was last year.
He's licking his lips, bro. He's like fucking oath. I'm gonna get my body healthy, and we're gonna
Kyler's-
run.
Get off the
Arizona?
fucking PlayStation, Kyler.
Because he
Start your
can
fucking play.
Because
Well, it's in his contract. He can't. sign
Kyler's
it.
No, it's out of his contract.
He
now.
can't
I think
play double
a
XP
lot of
weekends.
people have forgotten how
his
good
contract.
Kyler actually is. Like
He
he's
was
good.
an MVP candidate
Yeah.
before he got hurt a couple of years ago.
He's good.
He was that good.
And
But
he
also,
he can move, he can bootleg, he can move the pocket, he can make the throws.
he was
can
even
run.
good down the stretch last year.
Yeah, he was good.
Yep. The last guy I had, and this was just because I want to have faith still, but I don't have faith, and it's Bryce Young.
I'm about this now.
I'm not saying he's going to be good or not. I want to see.
You on him, Brocky?
I'm on Bryce Young.
I'm starting.
I think he's a chance.
Call me crazy. I'm starting to turn.
All right.
He's a chance.
Why?
What? Why not?
Better offensive players around him.
Why not?
I think that David Canales, the new coach, will come in and go, I've got this kid. He's my quarterback. I'm going to design to make it work.
Yep.
Because Russell Wilson made it work as a short quarterback for a long time.
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr's not tall. There are guys that have done it. There's a
you've-
recipe.
That is not. Apologies, you're wrong. That is not an accurate comparison. 'Cause
Why?
Russell Wilson might be short, but he was thick. He was strong. He had a good arm.
So was
He could
Bryce
mo-
Young.
He could move the ball downfield.
Nah, he's not. Bryce Young's not big.
Bryce Young looks like he should be playing high school football, man. Come on.
Here you go, Bryce
Look,
Young.
Bryce Young stats, please.
Kyler's short.
5'10",
but Kyler's well
5'10",
built.
85 kilos.
Kyler's built like
93
a
kilos.
No.
He's as big as
So hang
Jaden
on.
Daniels.
So he's the same weight as Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, and I think you had the same concerns about Jaden Daniels, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Well, Jaden Daniels also. How tall is Bryce Young? He says 6'1".
5'10".
5'10". So Jaden Daniels is also 6'4".
Yeah, and I said that he's too skinny.
Yeah.
That's what I said. He should be about 100, 105. Like what I said.
Yeah, yeah. I'm interested to see. I hope for Panthers fans, Bryce Young's at least decent.
Unless he somehow had that limb lengthening surgery in the off season and grown an extra 5
Can
inches.
I ask you, better or worse for Bryce Young this season?
Look, inevitably, he will be better. At the end of the day, he is a professional athlete. Like,
Yeah.
he's going to get better.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is it's just going to be incremental. It's not going to be a big leap.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Like, he'll be slightly better. Like, maybe, it might be another, 2 or 3 wins better. But what does that mean?
Yeah,
Means nothing.
Means worse draft picks.
Yeah, well,
Who did they draft this year? Oh, no, they didn't have a first
they
round.
didn't have a first round pick.
The Bears had the
And they got that Roma Dunze and Caleb
and Caleb Williams.
and basically reset their franchise. Fucking
If Caleb Williams is good, the Bears are on. They're set.
yeah.
I don't like
Another big if, but like we'll see.
I would like to. Actually, I want the Bears to be good this year. I'm on the Bears.
Oh, I hope they're good.
Something about them.
It could be the NFC North could be a really good.
I want
division.
every team to be good.
Chicago deserve it.
I just want to turn injuries off.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I just see the fucking Cowboys backup Dan Sam Williams tore his ACL today.
Oh,
Non-contact drills. Fuck. It's going to happen. Just people just got to get ready for it.
what's gonna happen with Micah? Just let's talk about it quickly now. At the end.
Oh, so yeah, we had a bit of a chat, a bit of a conversation offline about the Cowboys. From all reports, they've basically got deals sorted for Prescott and CD Lamb.
Fair.
And what they're saying is that if they were to give Micah Parsons what he's wanting, which would be the Nick Bosa contract or that comparable, they'd be paying 45% of their cap to 3 players.
That's not really.
So someone's saying that no, there's no way they'll re-sign Parsons. Keep in mind, I think Nick Bosa's on 30 million or 35 million. The cap went up 30 million this year. So I think they'll get Lamb and Prescott done this year because they have to. If
How many has he got? Parsons left. How many
he's got
years?
next year's his 5th year option. He's got this
Oh, so
year
you
and
take-
next year.
You take his fucking
You gotta
5th year.
get, they've taken his 5th year option.
So
He's in his
this
4th
season-
year, and then
he's about to
got
play his
fifth year.
4th. He's about to play his 4th.
Yeah,
Okay, so he's got fucking 2
He's under
years to work
contract for
out a
next year.
deal. Yeah, nah. They'll sign him after his 5th year.
100%.
Halfway through the 5th year.
That's what like I just think, and my point was that if they want Parsons on their team, the cap will not be the reason they don't have him on their team.
Exactly.
As I said to you in the chat, I just think they don't want him because I think he's a distraction.
I think they're just letting him. He needs to have a big year this year. They need some pressure on him this year.
Yeah.
If the Cowboys, that Cowboys defense is going to go as far as he takes them this year.
Yeah.
I believe that. And like Diggs and Bland, the thing about Trevon Diggs and Bland at corner is that they generate turnovers because of pressure.
Exactly.
So they will if you make them cover for too long, they will get burned.
Yes.
They're those sorts of corners.
yeah, but
if you can
that's
generate
the NFL now though.
Oh,
That
no, there's
happens.
teams that play conservative and play that cover 3 shell, the Seattle rule where they back off and don't give up big plays, bend before you break. The Cowboys are get pressure. You want to throw it, you take your fucking chance when that ball leaves your hand under pressure because our guys are undercutting it.
Yep.
It's how they play. And I don't hate it. It's just because turnovers
They're
leads to
ball
better
hawking.
offense.
They're ball hawking corners. No doubt about it.
So I think
Yeah.
I truly believe that like Parsons is the key to that. Obviously, that key to that defense is fucking mental to think he's not.
Yeah.
If he can be the best pass rusher in the NFL this year, that defense will be good.
I'll add a slight little
Yeah.
addendum to that. He's got to get pressure, but he's got to do it in big moments, bro. He's got to do it when the game's on the line. When the
I
game's
said
out to
you
be
can't
won.
do it against Washington when you're up by 30 points. No one gives a
And
fuck.
getting 2 sacks, then
They
like no one
shouldn't-
cares. Like it looks good on the sheet, but no one cares. Like,
I
it
don't
means
think
nothing.
stats should count in the 4th quarter when you're up by more than 3 scores.
Yeah, okay.
That'd be fun for the NFL. So like, hey guys, it's the 4th quarter. You're up by 3 scores. Your stats are not going on your record.
Yeah.
You want to pad them? You can't.
I don't hate that, actually.
It's fucking
I
hilarious.
really fucking don't hate that.
All these
I
like
don't hate
dump
it
offs
either.
to receivers and shit just to get them the yards they need. Like
Yeah, the problem is that a lot of contracts and all that it's all
I
inbuilt
know,
with stats.
I know it
Couldn't
never
do it,
happened, but
couldn't.
in my mind, when you get junk
yeah,
stats,
he's got,
I'm just like,
Micah's
okay.
got to start making plays in big moments.
Yeah, I think so.
And then And then once he starts doing that consistently over a 6, 12, 18-week season,
Yeah.
he can then turn around to the Cowboys and say,
He'll get his money, whether it's from the
Money.
Cowboys or not. So I'm saying he's going to get paid. I think if you think the Cowboys are going to keep or not keep him based off salary cap, you're fucking stupid.
no, I don't know. I don't believe
Because
that's
the,
true.
the
no.
cap is cap.
Yeah, the cap is
The
cap.
cap is cap. It's
We need that.
fucking
We need that
cap.
on a shirt.
the NFL
cap.
salary cap is the biggest load of fucking shit in the history of caps.
Yeah.
You can get around it. You can give non-guaranteed money. Like it's so fucking bullshit. Teams that are 30 million over 1 year, and then all of a sudden, oh yeah, we're under by 20.
Yeah.
We restructured some dudes and extended them.
All you're doing is just kicking the can down the road,
It's a
and,
load
then,
of
and then the cap goes up, and it
And
doesn't
then
matter. It all
I
gets
said,
absorbed.
It
And
goes up. Oh yeah, well if they pay him 30 million next year, they'll be 48% of the cap. Then it goes up 30 million, and they're only 30%.
Yeah.
Like Washington were paying Debo, Trent Williams, and Fred Warner, McCaffrey. Like they're paying all those dudes too. There's a way you can pay all your stars. I'm telling you. It's
of course
just-
there is.
The reason Brandon Ayuk isn't getting signed in 49ers is because they don't want him.
No,
They
I
don't
think that
think
they think they
that-
can find someone
Yeah,
equivalent
they can-
for less money.
So
can
they're
plug
waiting
another
for him to either play on his last year, and if he wants to play, he can play, or for a team to come along and offer them enough to be like, cool, you can have him.
yeah,
That's what they're doing. Like, and that's why Brandon Ayuk fucking knows that.
I'd love to
That's
see
why
him.
Parsons not holding out.
I'd love to see him at like the Chargers or someone like that. I
Have you
think he'd be
noticed?
really good there.
CD Lamb's holding out. Obviously, notice there's been no noise from him.
Yeah,
No noise whatsoever.
Yeah, he knows he's gonna get
getting
paid,
his
dude.
deal.
Yeah.
It's going to come again. It could come the second we upload.
yeah. I was gonna say it'll be
It's
tomorrow
gonna
morning
come
at
at some
6
fucking
a.m. Yeah,
point. He's going to get his deal. Then Prescott's going to get his deal. And then next season, if Parsons is still the best defensive player in football or a top 10 defensive player, whatever he is, he's going to get his contract too.
yeah, yeah.
Simple as that. Like, you don't let stars walk very often. It's very rare. They'll pay him.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's it.
That's it. Great show, boys.
Fantastic
George,
show.
I'll meet you out at 5 if I'm not out there.
5.
Start without me, man.
Mate, we're not, you ain't leaving this room alive. bro.
Later, boys.
No fighting in the studio.
No
Peace out,
fucking
bros.
fighting.
Yo, welcome to the show. Gather round, listen close. We got George,